I want to go back to war and give Gerald Salente the final comment on this. Gerald, I've seen a lot of signs that it's not just the people that you mentioned in Europe who are very interested in pulling back from this brink, pulling back from the sanctions and the increase in tensions that we've seen under Obama and under Hillary, but also the Russian people themselves. There was an article I reported on a couple of times about how this one town wants to rename a street there that is called Godless Street. That was what the godless atheists named the streets there to promote that. It's called Godless Street, and they want to rename it from Godless to Donald Trump. They got a petition going there because they realize that they've had a loaded gun pointed at their head by Obama and Hillary, and they're hoping it's going to be a new day. Are you hopeful that that's going to be the case with Donald Trump?
Yes, I think it's going to be, particularly with Russia, and he's made it clear with that. And again, going back, though, if he's going to spend all this money on a military, again, I was a keynote speaker at VMI, Virginia Military Institute, on New Millennium Warfare. And, there's a saying that generals are always fighting the last war. And the Navy is the last war. We're looking at hypersonic missiles now.
That's right.
We're looking at a whole different method of warfare. Look at that piece of garbage, that $4 billion Zumwalt ship that they just had to tow out of the Panama Canal.
That's right. It only had one engine, and when that broke down, they had to tow it back.
Yeah. I mean, the aircraft carriers, the Navy is truly sitting ducks. Mm-hmm. So again, we need to really put where are our priorities. And to me, the priority is to really rebuild America. And the way you do it is by investing not $1 trillion over 10 years in infrastructure, but really making it happen big time in many different areas. So the opportunity is there. Where will he go with it? I don't know. But again, the warning signs are flashing. Here's something that just came out. It doesn't make it in the prostitute media. Erdogan, the head of Turkey over there, he said, quote, "We entered Syria to enter the rule of the tyrant al-Assad, who terrorizes with state terror."
That's right.
You invaded another country.
Yes.
You don't like the guy? What did he do to you? What's the United States doing there? What's France doing there? And the UK? What I'm saying is we still have those neocons out there in the United States who are psychopaths and love murder.
Yes.
So that's what Trump is going to be up against, plus people like Erdogan.
Yes, yes. And Alex talked about that yesterday. He said that's essentially a declaration of war to say we entered your country to overthrow you. And we know that's what's been happening. We know that was the plan of Hillary, just as they did in Libya. And look at Libya after Gaddafi. He's not a good guy, but look at how much worse that made the entire Middle East situation, setting it on fire, creating ISIS. And we've pointed out, or you've pointed out for the last several years, how they not only created ISIS, but they train them, they fund them, they continually give them more weapons. And so hopefully that's going to change. I share your concern about a defense buildup. I'm even concerned about the federal government being involved in building up the infrastructure. My greatest hope for the Trump administration is that they would cut taxes even bigger than Ronald Reagan did. We know what a benefit that would have to get government out of the way so we can run our own lives. Always great to hear from you, Gerald Salente. Thank you so much again. If you want to find Trends Journal, the website is trendsresearch.com. Thank you so much, Gerald.
If you can't see the irony in having a gun ban enforced by men with guns, well, then you fail to understand why the Second Amendment was written in the first place.
Throughout history, only slaves are disarmed.
A well-regulated militia being necessary to the security of a free state.
The right of the people.
The right of the people.
The right of the people
To keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
For all of you actors out there who go to your red carpet events surrounded by full battle rattle SWAT teams while you accept your awards for your latest violent movie. For all you politicians who spend your 9 to 5 days scheming up ways to take away my Second Amendment rights, meanwhile you have first responders on site there to protect you, I say this: come and take it.
I have a strict gun control policy. If there's a gun around, I want to control it. Clint Eastwood.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Dads demand guns because it's me that's got to get up and go check out that noise at 2 a.m.
Infowars.com.